If you are over 60 and waking up 2, 3, 4 times a night to use the bathroom, what I am about to tell you is going to sound impossible. The thing destroying your sleep is not your bladder. It is not your prostate. It is not even your age. It is one specific drink sitting in your refrigerator right now, and 9 out of 10 folks over 60 are drinking more of it because they have been told it is good for them. By the end of the next 10 minutes, you are going to know exactly which drink it is, why your kidneys after 60 cannot handle it the way they used to, and the simple change that has given the women in my apothecary back their nights, sometimes within a single week. I am also going to share something even doctors miss, a finding from the research labs that explains why some of you will fix the drinks and still not sleep through, and what to do about it. My name is Wellness Maddie. For more than 40 years, I have kept an apothecary in the high desert hills of northern New Mexico, where the sage grows wild on the hillsides, and the morning light comes through the kitchen window slow and gold. My grandmother taught me what her mother taught her, all the way back to the old Italian country women who knew which leaves to dry and which roots to pull when the moon was right. The curanderas of Taos and Santa Fe were patient with me. The old seed keepers gave me what they knew before they passed on. For 7 generations, the women in my line have lived past 80 with their nights still belonging to them. My grandmother slept through every night until she was 91 years old. Her mother before her, the same. They did one thing the modern world has forgotten, and I am going to walk you through it. But first, the kidneys. The old ones called them the deep well of the body. When the well runs dirty, every part of you suffers. Your sleep is the first thing to go. Your inflammation rises. Your hormones shift. After 60, your kidneys are already filtering about 30% slower than they did at 30. That is normal. The body is asking you to be gentler with it. And there is something else happening at the same time, something the researchers have only recently begun to measure, that almost no one over 60 has been told. I will come back to it. Hold that thread. Researchers found that 43% of adults over 60 wake more than twice each night because of fluid handling problems. 43%. Nearly half of you told it is just aging. It is not just aging. It is what is in the cup. And one of the 5 drinks I am about to walk you through is doing more damage than the other 4 combined. I am counting them down from 5 to 1. The order matters. The 5th drink is common. The first one, number 1, is the master mistake. It is the one most folks over 60 are sipping all day long, believing it is helping them, and it is the single most damaging thing for your nights. Watch all the way through. If you leave before number 1, you will miss the one that matters most. We start at number 5, your morning coffee. Now do not click away on me. I am not going to tell you to give up your coffee. I drink mine too, with a little cream from the goat down the road. What I want you to understand is what coffee does to your kidneys when it is the first thing that hits your empty stomach in the morning. Caffeine tells your kidneys to dump water faster. Think of your kidneys like an old well pump. On a normal day, they pump steady and slow. Caffeine is someone running over and cranking the handle as fast as they can. Water pours out, and minerals pour out with it. Sodium, potassium, magnesium, all the things your sleep needs at night are being flushed in the morning before you have even put food in your body. Your body comes looking for that water back at 2 in the morning by waking you up. I had a neighbor, Eleanor, 71 years old, retired librarian over in Taos. 4 bathroom trips a night, dark circles under her eyes. What every doctor missed was her morning. 2 big black coffees before she ate anything. We did not take the coffee away. We had her eat first, a small bowl of oats with butter and a pinch of salt, then drink the coffee. Within 3 weeks, she was down to 1 trip a night. But Eleanor was lucky. Her kidneys were tired, but the deeper layer was still intact. Some of you are going to make this change and only see partial relief, and there is a reason. Stay with me, because we are building toward it. Number 4 is sneakier because it shows up dressed in a green label with the word healthy across the front. Bottled green tea, the cold brew teas from the gas station cooler. Real green tea, brewed warm in your kitchen, is one of the most beautiful drinks for your kidneys. The Japanese grandmothers who lived past 100 drank it every day. But the bottled stuff is a different animal. It is loaded with added caffeine for shelf life. The polyphenols that protected the kidneys in the original brew have mostly broken down by the time you twist the cap. Then they add citric acid, which makes your stomach pull water in fast, and your kidneys push water out fast. It is a stripping drink wearing wellness clothes. The fix is simple. Brew your tea at home. Loose green tea, water just off the boil, 3 minutes, drunk warm and before 4 in the afternoon. Skip the bottles. A note here, friend. If you are on blood pressure medication or blood thinners, speak to your doctor about how much green tea is right for you. The old ones knew the body. Your doctor knows your prescriptions. Both matter. Now we come to number 3, and this is where I see folks doing the most damage, believing they are doing the most good. Sports drinks, electrolyte drinks, the bright blue ones, the orange ones, the ones the commercials show athletes pouring over their heads. I had a client named Vincent, 74, retired plumber from Boise. His doctor told him to drink electrolyte drinks because he felt dehydrated during the day. So he started drinking 2 big bottles a day, and the night trips got worse, not better. Here is what was overlooked. Those drinks are mostly sugar. The sugar pulls water into your bloodstream fast. Your kidneys panic and dump it, and you lose more water than you put in. Your kidneys after 60 handle sugar very differently than they did at 30. Studies show that fasting glucose climbs 5 to 8% each decade after 60, and the kidneys take the hit. The old curanderas of Taos used to make a drink with a pinch of sea salt, a squeeze of lemon, and warm water. No sugar, no coloring. 3 things from the kitchen. The laboratories are now confirming what those women always knew. Vincent switched. Within 4 weeks, he was sleeping 6 hours straight for the first time in years. But here is the part that surprised me about Vincent. His sleep got better. His daytime energy did not fully, not the way Eleanor's did. And that is when I started noticing the pattern. There was something else going on inside Vincent that the kitchen fixes alone could not reach. I will tell you what it was in just a few minutes. It changes everything. Number 2 is sneakier still because it hides behind a glass that looks crystal clear. Alcohol in the evening, beer, wine, a little nightcap, even 1 glass. I am not lecturing you. A glass of wine with dinner has been part of life for thousands of years, and my own grandmother kept a small cordial in the cupboard for guests. What I want you to understand is what that 1 glass does to your kidneys after 60. Alcohol blocks the hormone vasopressin. That is the hormone your kidneys listen to when they decide whether to hold water in your body or let it go. Imagine vasopressin as the dam keeper. Alcohol fires the dam keeper. The gates stay open. Water pours out for hours after you drink, even after you go to bed. After 60, the liver processes alcohol 30 to 40% slower than it did at 40. So 1 glass at 7 in the evening is still working in your body at midnight. My friend Dorothy from Cedar Rapids, 78 years old, retired nurse, had 1 glass of wine with dinner every night. Just 1. 3 bathroom trips a night for years. We moved the glass to lunch with food. Within 10 days, she was sleeping straight through. She called me almost in tears. She said, "Maddie, I had forgotten what a full night feels like." Now we come to it. The one most folks have been told to drink more of, the one stocked in every kitchen, the one 9 out of 10 viewers will get wrong. Number 1, plain water. Specifically plain cold water, drunk in big glasses late in the day on an empty stomach, the way most folks over 60 have been told to drink it. Stay with me, friend. I am not telling you water is bad. Water is sacred. The old seed keepers would never let me say a word against water. What I'm telling you is that the way most folks over 60 have been instructed to drink water is destroying their nights. Your kidneys filter water based on the minerals dissolved in it. Plain water with no minerals, drunk fast and cold, hits your bloodstream, and your kidneys read it as a flood. They open the gates and dump it. The water does not stay in your tissues where you needed it. It runs straight through you and ends up in your bladder. When you drink 3 big glasses of cold water between 4 in the afternoon and bedtime, you have just told your kidneys to spend the whole night working. A study from the University of Edinburgh followed nearly 2,000 adults over 65 for 4 years. Those who drank most of their water in the late afternoon and evening woke an average of 2.8 times per night. Those who drank earlier and warmer woke less than once. The grandmothers of Taos already knew this. They drank warm water with a pinch of salt all morning long and tapered off after the sun started to slant west. I had a client named Beatrice, 81 years old, retired piano teacher from Bar Harbor, Maine, 5 bathroom trips a night. We changed the timing, 2 big mugs of warm water with sea salt and lemon between waking and 10 in the morning, sips with food at lunch, a small mug of warm herbal tea at 3. Nothing past 5 in the afternoon. Within a week, her trips dropped from 5 to 2, by week 3 down to 1. But here is where Beatrice's story matters most, and this is what I have been building toward. By week 3, she was at 1 trip a night. By week 6, she should have been sleeping straight through. She wasn't. She was stuck at 1, sometimes 2, and she could not push past it. She had done everything right. The drinks were corrected. The timing was clean. The minerals were in. And still her body would not let her have the full night. That is when I knew, after watching this same plateau in Vincent and a dozen others before him, that the kitchen alone was not enough anymore. The kitchen gets you 80% of the way home. There is a final piece, and after 60, your body cannot make it on its own. If this video is reaching you, tap subscribe so we can stay together on this journey. There are folks out there waking up tired and sore who have not been told what you are about to learn. The more of us who gather here, the more grandmothers and grandfathers can sleep through the night. That is all I am asking, friend. Now let me tell you what I found. Remember earlier when I told you to hold a thread about something happening in your body alongside the kidney slowdown? Here it is. After the age of 60, the bacteria in your gut decline by as much as 50%. 50%. The grandmothers who taught me had a saying that all disease begins in the belly, and the laboratories have finally caught up with them. Your gut bacteria do not just digest food. They make the postbiotic compounds that regulate your immune system, your inflammation, the hormones that tell your kidneys when to hold water at night, and the neurotransmitters that decide whether your sleep stays deep or stays shallow. When that bacterial population collapses by half, the kidneys can be perfectly clean and the timing perfectly right, and your body still will not let you sleep through because the chemistry that holds the night together has gone quiet. I spent 2 years looking for what to do about this. I tried plain probiotic capsules. They did almost nothing, because a probiotic without prebiotic fiber is a seed without soil. Nothing grows. I tried fermented foods, beautiful but not consistent enough at the strengths the older body needs. I tried a half-dozen powdered formulas, and most of them were not surviving the stomach acid long enough to reach the gut. What I finally landed on, and what I now keep on my counter for every woman over 60 who walks into my apothecary stuck where Beatrice was stuck, is a kombucha gummy called BoochBod. The reason I trust it is the structure. The grandmothers said the seed, the soil, and the harvest. The probiotic, the prebiotic, the postbiotic, all 3. Most products give you one. BoochBod is the only one I have found that brings all 3 together, with 2 clinically studied strains called Lactospore and Postbiotics LM1004, plus Slippery Elm, which the old seed keepers in our hills have used for generations to soothe the inner lining of the gut. It also matters that it is a gummy, not a pill. After 60, swallowing capsules gets harder, and most folks just stop taking what is good for them. The bottle on your counter does nothing. The gummy you actually eat every single morning is the one that rebuilds the well. I gave Beatrice a 30-day course alongside her water timing. By day 18, the second nighttime trip was gone. By day 40, she was sleeping 7 hours straight. She wrote me a letter that I keep on my counter. She said, "Maddie, my mornings feel like mine." I had stopped believing that was possible at my age. Over 30,000 folks are now using BoochBod. They are protected by a 60-day money-back guarantee, which is to say, if you take it for 2 months and your nights do not change, you send the bottle back, even empty, and you get every dollar returned. There is no risk to trying it. The only risk is the next 2 months of broken sleep if you do not. The link is in the description below this video. As always, my friend, speak to your doctor before starting any supplement, particularly if you are on a diuretic or blood thinner. This is not about your bladder. It is about the mornings ahead of you. The mornings where you wake up rested and you can kneel in the garden again, your hands in the warm dirt, the time just starting to come in. The mornings where your daughter calls from across the country and you have the energy to laugh with her on the phone for a full hour, not just 10 minutes before you have to go lie down. It is never too late, friend. The body at 70 can heal. The body at 75 can find its rhythm again. The body at 80 still listens when you give it the right things in the right order. I have watched it happen in my apothecary more times than I can count. The kidneys are forgiving. The gut is forgiving. They want to do their work. They have just been overwhelmed. You are the keeper of this body. You always have been. The link to BoochBod is in the description with the 60-day guarantee. Tap it now before you close the video while it is still in front of you. Tomorrow morning is closer than you think, and the mornings after that are the ones I want for you. Sleep well, my friend. The mornings are waiting for you.